She has a shit all over hers.
Hi, friends. Host Eric here, talking with friends, people, and Sergeant in the type police. I pulled over this individual who claims to be an ENTP. You can see she's got the purple hair. She's got the
dark lips,
the period piece glasses. Those are just some SE observations looking at her right off the bat. I haven't really listened to her, but just for 23 seconds of her talking Australian talk about the weather mostly. Okay, so let's give it a listen and see what she says. Now, I read in the description here below that she says ENTP and that she consistently types as ENTP and fits closely with the behaviors typical of ENTPs.
And she says it is not at all surprising.
No, not at all surprising for her. So we're gonna...
Oh, sorry, Cat.
It's usually only surprising to you and I.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move yourself, Mason.
Okay.
No, don't stand up because the cat's sitting on the chair. That's insanity. We are people. The cat's the cat. He can move. Let's see.
No, thank you. So what I'm going to do today, there's not really a lot going on. First things first, I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to turn off that air conditioner because I don't think you want to hear that noise, so 2 seconds. Alrighty, the air conditioner is off. So what we're going to do today, or what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a Myers-Briggs type indicator, which is a probably the most popular personality type questionnaire thing. In terms of the validity of it, it's pretty much pop psychology at this point. It's not taken super seriously, but it is a bit of fun. In terms of the psychological aspects, I know a lot of businesses do use it, but in terms of if you're going to do it yourself, what I suggest is use it as like a rough guide. Don't take it as an absolute, because any sort of test like this does have its flaws and whatnot, but this should be a bit of fun. So for today, what I'm going to do is I'm using the free...
Okay, well, right off the bat, she's talking about the test and the results and how to interpret them in a TI kind of a way, I would say. She's saying, take this with a grain of salt. She's saying the dismissive stuff first as a TI declamation of sorts. But let's continue. And I'm going to ask Ruben and Kim to get their thoughts on this chick as well. Because Ruben and Kim are both also Alpha Quadra like me. They're SFJs.
Free personality test that you can find on www.16personalities.com. This isn't a plug in any way, it's just this is the one that most people use. It's pretty quick. It should be a bit of fun to go through. So I'm going to go through that with you and let's see what happens. So it's basically, it's a series of Likert scaled questions. So Likert scaled just means it's like agree, disagree, and then there's like dots in between for like if you agree the most or disagree the most, or you're somewhere in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to go through that. I'll go through what the questions actually are. And let's just do this. Let's just get into it and let's figure out what my personality type is based on this MBTI personality test.
Okay, so she said skip ahead to the results 20 something, so I'm going to skip ahead.
You frequently misplace your things. Yes. Yes, I do. You see yourself as emotionally stable. Yeah. I'm gonna agree, but like I'm sure I could do better, but I'm gonna mostly agree. I have my moments where I don't, but most of the time I'm alright.
Do you guys think she seems like the same personality type as me, just off the bat, or different?
Yes. If anyone knows how to like shut down a brain at night time when you're trying to sleep,
Yeah, I haven't heard of them.
You would not call yourself a dreamer. What does that mean? Like I daydream a lot about things, but I'm not really head in the clouds either. I'm gonna...
I changed it to a lower setting so we can see better.
That's a middle quit. I'm not sure about that one. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people. Initially I did, but it sort of comes naturally now. I think if you focus more on what you're trying to get across, then, oh my gosh, that person's going to judge me, and oh, what if I stuff up in the room? Which is like where I used to go with that before it became part of my daily job. I think, I don't know, I'm going to say it's fairly easy for me to relax, just mostly because I've done all the groundwork in that area for my own job reasons. Disagree. Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience than your imagination. I do like to base things off concrete ideas. I think if I go and motivate myself entirely off
Okay, well,
ENTPs do not base their decisions on concrete ideas.
you don't think ENTPs base their decisions on concrete ideas?
No.
What do you think I base my decisions on?
Random ideas.
Random ideas? That's interesting. Well, it's, you know, she's reading out questions and then sort of riffing off the questions ideationally, which seems kind of consistent with ENTP. She seems consistent with TI anyway, because she's trying to be as objective as possible, I guess, it seems like. But let's skip ahead to the... Do you have any thoughts, Ruben, on her, how she is? What do you think about...
He's cute.
What do you think about how she's positioning things? Like, is she doing good FE? Is she...
You gotta explain to him what FE is.
It's like social management. Is she showing good social management of the people's perceptions watching her, making herself be likable, attending to social graces and stuff?
Yeah.
I think she's doing a pretty good job. Okay, well, let's see.
Good way to romanticize things and get hurt. But you know, there's something to be said for having a bit of imagination in doing things as well. I'm gonna say sort of agree. You worry too much about what other people think. I disagree. I probably could afford to worry more. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center. Oh, this question. This question annoys the crap out of me, because like, it's literally like putting you in a room in a physical spot. Like, I don't know, like, I guess it sort of works, but I just don't really know how much it's got to do with personality and how much it's got to do with your current level of anxiety. But I mean, let's give it a crack. I tend to be more in the center, so I'm going to say disagree. But I still think that's a silly question.
All right, well, question critiquing like that is typical of NTPs. Other types might do it as well, but they might critique it in a different way, I guess. She's just making a distinction between a physical space and mental processes as a way of critiquing it. You might critique it by saying it depends on the situation, which would be more of an NFP kind of critique. How would you address that kind of question if they asked you guys?
I like to have my back to the wall.
You like to have your back to the wall, so you like to be against the wall.
Yeah, I like to be in the back of the room so that I can see what's going on in front of me.
Yeah. Although meetings, I go to the front. I'm in the front.
Yeah, I do that too.
Okay, well,
Restaurants, I like to go. I like to be sitting in the back, like where I could see everything too.
so both of you guys have clear preferences regarding
When you walk into a situation, yeah.
I don't think about it. I guess if asked the question, I would say I'd probably do what she did and critique the question a bit first, and then give some sort of an answer. Let's watch a little bit more.
There's not enough time to do everything. Hard agree. I like the thrill of the panic that comes with that, and also I'm not great with deadlines. You feel very anxious in stressful situations. No, I'm one of those people that remains really calm in chaotic situations and then falls apart later, so I'm going to disagree. You believe that it's more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to...
I find it more rewarding to be liked by others.
And I think if you base your value on whether or not you're liked by others, that's probably a good recipe for some depression too. But also being liked by, like, having a community around you is definitely a good thing. mild disagree.
Mild disagree.
Yeah, mild disagree. You've always been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things. Agree. You often take initiative in social situations. Agree. I'm not the sort of person that will want to lead immediately, but if things are chaotic and nothing's really happening, I'm the sort of person that will take the lead. Alright, we're done. Let's see what the results are. I've got a rough idea what this will be because I've studied this. Let's see if it's the same as last time. And it is. It's exactly the same as what I got last time. So, your personality type is ENTP, A, which is assertive. Debater, this is the personality type I consistently get. I am not that surprised. In terms of people online that have this personality type, Mikey, who else can I think of? Who else? What does this actually mean without all of the boring statistics? Okay, let's read this. So,
Who's Mikey?
The debater personality type is the ultimate devil's advocate. Yikes. Ugh. Too true. Don't like. Thriving on the process of shredding arguments and beliefs and letting the ribbons drift in the wind for all to see. Maybe I do need to be more liked. Debaters don't do this because they are trying to achieve some deeper purpose or strategic goal, but for the simple reason that it's fun. No one loves the process of mental sparring more than debaters, as it gives them a chance to exercise their effortlessly quick wit. I mean, I take that because I stan. PewDiePie. Oh no. No, he's a good egg. He's a good egg. Oh man, I want to know. Oh
No.
Adam Savage and Simon Yes, love them. Oh, and that other guy that like invents things and explains how to make things and is forever like saying he was going to burn his house down and it kind of did, but it wasn't his fault. Why am I like so bad at remembering names? Wait, I'll just look up the thing that he invented and then it'll tell me what his name is. That one where he invented the battleship, where he like went to the boat club. How to get kicked out of boat club? Alright, William Osmond and Mikey and Simon Yates.
Who's
and
Mikey?
Adam Savage and that other guy. Fix your
Mikey.
profile pictures.
Is it Mikey?
Answers in the something. Jack Skills, that's the one. Alright, so yeah, I don't know, like it's kind of
profile pictures.
for a lady, like I want to say female, but every time I say female, like
I don't know. She talked a good talk for a stretch at first, and now I'm less sure. I mean, I was never really sure, but she seemed kind of ENTP-ish at first, and then this stuff seems... I don't know. What do you think, Kim?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
All this stuff and
It's hard to say. I'm not quite sure what this is. Like, it may be just sort of unrestrained NE, and it may not represent anything regarding TI or FI. Let's watch the last minute of it.
I'm talking like a Ferengi. So anyway, it's kind of weird for a female to be ENTP. Usually ENTPs are primarily male. It's like 1% of the population are female ENTPs. So I mean, I'm kind of a weirdo, but we already knew that. Anyway, if you want to do this test, that would be kind of cool. I would love to see what other people are, especially in like the more creative and pet tubey communities, just because like, I don't know, I'm curious. I find this stuff fascinating. So if you do want to do that, the website that you need to go to is 16personalities.com. That's all from me today, just because it's too hot and I've had my fun and you probably
I think I'm going to have to let this lady go, but it's with some hesitation. She's not done anything definitive to convince me she's not an ENTP, but I remain unconvinced. And I'd have to see more. Now, I can only detain her for so long before I either have to arrest her or let her go. So, at this point, I'm going to have to let her drive away, a free lady. But Vlogmas Day 6, I take an MBTI personality test. Wait, that's not yours. That B chick, I might have to pull you over again if I see you out on the highways again and take another crack at you. Because at the moment, I'm unsure. You are unresolved in my mind. Alright. Kimberly, any last thoughts?
Bye, honeys.